Hello and welcome to this video course on Google Hangouts for Internet Marketers. Now, we are going to be talking about a number of different subjects through this course, and we will be discussing how you can get started with Google Hangouts. We're going to take you from beginning to end and get you oriented to the process of doing your own Google Hangout. We will discuss what you can do as an affiliate marketer with Google Hangouts and how you can leverage it. We will discuss what you can do as a content marketer or blogger and how you can use Google Hangouts to leverage what you're doing. We'll also talk about what you can do as a product creator and how you too can even leverage Google Hangouts. We'll talk about what you can do if you are a speaker or presenter and what you can do to leverage the power of Google Hangouts. And we will close our discussion discussing what is on the horizon or what's coming next for Google Hangouts. So in this course, you will be able to get your arms around what you can do with Google Hangouts, regardless of what you are doing in your marketing business. And you will be able to walk through the steps of getting your own Google Hangout started. So with that, I look forward to being with you in this course. Of course, as always, what you'll need to do is when you get to a point where you don't understand something, stop the recording, try to practice it, and then go back to the recording. And with that, thanks. I will see you in the next video. Okay, welcome back to Google Hangouts for Internet Marketers. Now in this video, we're going to be discussing why marketers should be so excited about Google Hangouts. The first and probably the most groundbreaking thing is that the Hangout recording that you'll be creating every time you do a Google Hangout is automatically uploaded to YouTube. That means that there is no more looking for the right camera, there is no more looking for screen sharing software and getting it rendered. As soon as you create the video, as soon as the Hangout is done, your recording is automatically posted to YouTube. Now, that will make video creation probably about 50 to 100% easier than you may have been doing it in the past. So if you can put together a Google Hangout, you now have the ability to create videos on YouTube and have them uploaded already. Another real aspect of Google Hangouts, now the fact that these videos are created on YouTube, we know that Google favors YouTube in the search engine results. What you may not have known is that Google actually favors the Hangout content in the search engines also, probably sometimes even over and above YouTube videos. So that means that when you create good solid content on a Google Hangout, you have a high probability of being able to get that content ranked for the term that you're going for. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to look for opportunities every time you can of creating Google Hangouts with great content, because you'll stand a good chance of having it rank in the search engines if all of the other things are equal. It's easy to create good content with Google Hangouts. All you have to do is collaborate with experts. And provided that those experts have a webcam, you'll be able then to get together with them, and with probably about 15 to 30 minutes of good solid discussion and talking and interviewing, you will have created content that will be engaging and that other people will want to see. So what you'll need to do is to collaborate with experts. The technology is now there so that when you have completed your talk or interview, your content will automatically be uploaded to YouTube, and you will have great insight on what your customers, clients, or even your prospects will want if they are listening to you. Another aspect of Google Hangouts is that it allows for the screen sharing of content. So you don't need to have Camtasia or any other software program in order to screen share your your content, you can actually share your screen with a live broadcast of hundreds of thousands of people if they're watching your live broadcast. Now, that means that what you can do is you can actually put together a recording of a screen sharing presentation and record it with Google Hangouts. So the sky is really the limit in terms of content creation now that you also have available to you the ability or the capacity to share your screen. If you have PowerPoint, you can do that PowerPoint on Google Hangouts and have the recording set and already placed. Now, it's also mobile friendly for Android and iOS phones and iOS devices. So that means that you'll be able to do your Google Hangout with those who have Androids as well as those who have Apple devices. And this is important because this makes up a substantial number in the universe of mobile devices, and you're going to then be able to have them watch your content. If you want them to watch live, they can watch your content. If you want them to watch by YouTube, and if you want them to participate, they'll be able to do that too, as long as their mobile device has a camera. So the fact that Google Hangouts is mobile friendly will make it very versatile in terms of, number one, being able to collaborate with experts, and number two, being able to create content. So these are all reasons that if you haven't been using Google Hangouts and you may not have known what all of the buzz or what all the hype was about, this is really what it's about. And this is something that if you leverage it, you can really do wonders for your marketing business. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Hello and welcome to Google Hangouts for Internet Marketers. Now in this video, we're going to discuss very briefly what you're going to need in order to get started doing your own Google Hangout. You will need to have your own Google Plus account. So if you don't have one, you'll need to open one, and we'll show you how to do that in another video. You will need to have a laptop or a tablet PC or something with a web digital camera. Now, if you're going to use something other than the Windows platform or a Google platform, you'll need to probably have the Apple or iOS, but you want to make sure that you have a laptop where you can access Google and that you're going to be able to use your webcam to broadcast across the Google Hangouts platform. Now, one thing that goes probably unappreciated is the fact that you do need good lighting in order to make your Google Hangouts a success. The lighting is important because of the way that webcams interact with the background, and they tend to make your background and you in a dark, probably in a dark profile, so that your presentation will probably not be as crisp as you would like it to be if you don't have good lighting. We'll show you what it means to get good lighting. You can get lighting very inexpensively, and you'll be able to get a lot of light that will make your Google Hangout a success. You'll need good internet access with decent upload speed. If you have a broadband connection, that will probably be more than enough. If you don't have broadband, you may want to find the area where you can use the 4G feature of your phone, but try to find some place where the upload speed is very fast. And the faster the upload speed, the better you're going to be able to do with Google Hangouts. And of course, you're going to need to be able to download the Google plugin. This is not a lot of software. This is not a very complicated piece of software. Most computers will have the capacity to download the software and have it run just fine. But you will have to download software in order to run Google Hangouts. And here's another thing that will probably go underappreciated, but it is necessary. You need to make sure that your background doesn't have a lot of clutter and that you don't have a lot of distractions. Now, you will find that people will probably pay less attention to what you're saying if you have a lot of junk in the background, or your camera shows lots of things that probably aren't relevant to your presentation. You want to make sure that nothing is in your background that's going to get in people's way and get them to focus not on what you're saying or what you're doing, but to focus on the things that are in the background and wondering why they're there. The other thing is you want to make sure that you don't have a lot of distractions. So if you have family or if you have friends, please tell them when you're on the Google Hangout that you would prefer that they did not come in the room where you were. You'll find that when you look away and you're distracted, this will not look good on your Google Hangout. Even though, yes, it's not formal sometimes, and yes, it could be viewed as casual, but you don't want to have a lot of distraction and ins and outs, because again, it just makes your appearance to be unprofessional, and that is not the impression that you want to give when you're doing Google Hangouts. Now, we said you're going to need good lighting. This is pretty much what all you're going to need. It's a clamp lamp. If you go to your local hardware store, maybe a Home Depot, you'll be able to find a clamp lamp. You just clamp it right on where you are, get some fluorescent lighting, and you'll have plenty of light. In most cases, you'll probably need multiple lights in order to do a great job of it. So get as many of them as you can afford. Put them around in front of so that they shine onto your face and not onto your PC. And then what you'll find is that your lighting will be sufficient, and it will shine on you and give you a good impression. Okay, now once again, you will need a webcam. In most cases, your computers these days, they do come with webcams. If you can get one with an integrated webcam, that's a great thing for you to do. Go ahead and do that. If you can't get one and you need to get an aftermarket webcam, there are plenty. If you visit your local electronics store, you will be able to get one. You can probably get them on Amazon or eBay also. So those are the things that you're going to need in order to get set up on Google Hangouts. So make sure, again, that you have your lighting. Make sure that your webcam's ready. Make sure you can get your software onto your PC, and then you will be ready then to start setting up for Google Hangouts. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, welcome back to Google Hangouts for Internet Marketers. Now in this video, we're going to be discussing setting up for Google Hangouts. Now you can do a Google Hangout alone, all by yourself, or you can do one with 9 other speakers on the panel with you. So you can have 9 people to collaborate. You can have 9 people to speak. You can all speak at the same time. You can speak one at a time. But basically, you could have 9 other people join you in conversation where you'll be able to talk directly to them and then broadcast that conversation out to the world through YouTube. With Google Hangouts, you can invite others to view your Hangout live on YouTube and have it recorded. Now, you can make sure that that recording is made available, or you can take the recording down and use it as premium content for those who are your subscribers. Now, the basic position that you want to take here is that those things that you would do that you're using to promote and you want to have people view you live, well, then you want to use the YouTube live feature. We'll be showing you that in the next video. Now, again, you can have this recording to be a private one. Now, if you don't let anyone know that you're doing this call, you can have it appear on YouTube, and you can upload it without anyone really knowing that you actually did it. Now, someone could actually stumble onto your live link and be there, but those occasions are pretty rare. So you'll be able to, for the most part, make sure that you've got a private recording, and you can make sure that it appears privately on YouTube so that you can direct your followers there. Now, there are tools inside of Google Hangouts that will help you to identify yourself and brand yourself. And we'll show you that here in a minute. So when you're on a Google Hangout, you can make sure that people know what your name is. That will appear prominently in the video, and this is something that is a best practice that you will definitely want to do. Okay, you can also broadcast for an unspecified length of time on a Google Hangout, and it will be recorded. And this is pretty important because you're not going to be limited to a 10 or 15-minute video. You're going to be limited to the amount that you have in your imagination. So obviously, you don't want to create a long program because no one's going to watch a long program, but you can go for, some Hangouts have gone for an hour, 2 hours. You can do that, but you want to make sure that, again, it's relevant, it's great content, and that people will want to actually watch it. Don't create something long for the sake of creating something long. Okay, or to test to see if you can upload something on YouTube that is long in nature. You can. Okay, there's no reason to test that. Just make sure that you've got great content. Now, Google Hangouts gives you the ability to share your screen and then to present it live. Okay, so when you're setting up for Google Hangouts, we will show you this in the actual setup video where you will then be able to broadcast your live screen sharing. And this is pretty important for those of you who may have used Camtasia, or you may have used some other program in order to create your own screencasting videos. You can do that here. The technology is not quite the same as doing it with Camtasia, but if you just have to do it and you don't have the capital to do a Camtasia video, then just do a Google Hangout. It is a great substitute, and plus it is already on YouTube when you have completed it. Okay, so now in the next video, we will be doing a live demonstration of many of these factors. So you'll be able to see them live and how you can get started using them. And with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.